Hello Newcastle Fans TV and welcome to day 6 of Euro 2016, and everybody is starting to play the second fixtures in the group, and we're going to see a lot more open games now, and obviously because teams are fighting to get through. We're going to crack on straight away because we've got 3 games to run through. So we're seeing Slovakia win 2-1 against Russia. Get in. Do you know what it is? I'm really happy. I haven't ranted for quite a long time, but the disgraceful behaviour of one of their strikers, Bulla, who said it was English fans' fault that the hooliganism was our fucking fault. Fuck off home. You're getting sent home anyway. Right. Anyways, rant hour. So Slovakia won 2-1. Obviously Russia had an earlier chance, which did threaten the goal, which was through Smilov, which he just put it wide. But then the goal started to come. Hamsik, what a ball with the left foot over the top to Vladimir Weiss. Russia's defending was absolute fucking shocking. Weiss cuts in, bends it bottom corner. The former Manchester City winger puts Slovakia 1-0 up. They're going off the tits just after the half-hour mark. And then a wonder goal come through Hamsik, a short corner, Russian defending, again asleep. And then Hamsik just bends one in off the post, top corner. Akinfeev couldn't do nothing about that. It was just a fabulous finish. 2-0 up on half-time. Slovakia laughing. Russia huffed and puffed in the second half, but didn't really offer anything. Yes, Glusov got a nice goal with a header through Shatov playing him in. 2-1, Slovakia ran out. And I was delighted personally for me to see Slovakia win because Russia have really pissed me off, the team, the players and their fans alike. I know English fans aren't angels, but however, you can't be blaming us. I mean, they got fined, man. They got fined for hooliganism. And when they get kicked out on Monday, officially in the football, I guarantee you, I am willing to put a bet on if bookmakers allow me, and I reckon there'll be hooliganism and there'll be riot after when they're officially out, because they're fucking thick in the heat, man. Pure thick. So looking at the table then, obviously Wales top in the group still at the moment, 3 points. Their big game against us lot tomorrow. Slovakia, much needed win. Much needed, because if they got beat, they would have been out tonight. And Russia in 4th place with a point. I still feel Russia could, if they get a win in their final fixture against Wales, nick one of the 3rd place teams. You never know, because 4 points I feel, because remember, 4 teams, the best 4 3rd place teams go through, and 4 points will probably get you one of them. So Slovakia won 2-1. Let's move on to the next game, which is the evening game, which is Switzerland-Romania, which ended in a draw. 1-1 in the first half. I felt Switzerland were quite poor going forward. Severovic, again, I've said this, and this is the second video running now of Switzerland. He's poor. I think Switzerland do not have a quality striker. He misses shitloads of chances. They're going to suffer if they go on. I've said this before, they'll suffer because they'll go out the competition because of him. They did make a change, and Bello come on, much hot prospect. All the FIFA wankers love him because he goes well in career mode on FIFA, but you know what it is, he's had a disappointing tournament. I think his time will come after this tournament. However, Romania did score earlier on in the first half through a penalty through Stancu, who sent in somehow the wrong way, and Romania went nuts when they went 1-0 up. However, in the second half, Mamadi, what a strike from a corner. Romania couldn't clear it, and then McMahdi on the half volley just pings the top corner from about 8 or 9 yards from a tight angle. Marvellous finish from the Bayer Leverkusen midfielder. So it ended in a 1-1 draw. We'll look at that group in a second after the France fixture results. So moving on to France. France versus Albania. Now in the first half, well actually before the first half, I seen that Griezmann and Pogba dropped, and I was like, I can see why Griezmann was dropped, but Pogba, really? Because I didn't think he was that bad. Maybe he wasn't listening to Deschamps' tactics, or he wasn't doing what the coach was asking him to do. In the first half, France was shocking. They were awful. Albania were quite impressive. Defensively, they were solid. They're compact. They were hitting them on the counter. There was movement. There was freedom. It was very, very worrying for the French. And then at half-time, going in 0-0, Deschamps made the change. He brought on Pogba, and it sort of changed the game. It didn't change the game. It changed the mindset of the French, because it was all France in that second half, except when Albania hit the post when it hit it off Evra from across. Apart from that, it was practically a France onslaught, to be fair. Giroud missed a couple of golden chances. To be fair to him though, he did have a header, which was a fantastic header, which hit the post. Time was taken down, Griezmann was chucked on, and what long and behold, coming up towards the final minutes, after a hatful of chances were missed by the French. I've said if you miss your chances, you'll go out this competition. But they got it. They got 1 and 2 in the dying minutes. So Rami, of all people, you can see why France were desperate. They're chucking a centre back on the right wing, and he whips it in. Griezmann, Albania's defensive the duties there were shocking. He heads home, unmarked, bottom corner. French got nuts in the Stade Velodrome in Marseille and 1-0 up. And then literally on Albania was still up for it. You know, Albania were like, nah, come on, we can get some out of this. Let's go on attack. So they went out full attack because it was 5 minutes of stoppage time. And they went out on the attack. However, France hit him on the counter-attack. Pogba, a brilliant ball out wide to Gignac, who then plays it to Payet. Nice couple of touches, shifts it on his right and finds the bottom corner. France 2-0 up. Payet's go nuts. Marseille fans are going nuts because obviously he used to play his football on that ground as well, which is behind me. I get around France quite a lot, don't I? I get some miles done in these legs. Right. So, looking at the group now then, looking at this group, so France are already through on 6 points. We knew that France were going to go far in this competition. They're my favourites to go far. And looking at the bottom of the table, Albania are out, and it's highly unlikely that they'll get one of the best four third place teams because their goal difference is -3. And even if they were to get 3 points, they're going to have to rely on the other groups, which I cannot see happening. Switzerland and Romania are basically going to battle it out who is going to come second in that group. So that just depends, I feel, on how Switzerland get a result against France, because that is the key for me, definitely. So let me know what you think of all today's action. We're going to move on to England tomorrow, so the big one. I'm going to be in Newcastle City Centre watching it in the Strawberry Pub. So if you're in the tune, hit me up on Twitter. Thanks for watching Newcastle Fans TV, and I'll see you later.